Hey, what's up? Andrew Kramer here, videocopilot.net. And you bought an awesome DVD, Designer Sound Effects, all right? You know what these are for. You've seen the promo. I don't have to tell you. What I'm going to show you, though, is how to get started. Maybe you have a few questions, want to know how I do things in the audio world. I'm going to show you. First things first, you get the DVDs or you get the download. What do? Well, I would make a folder on your hard drive called Stock Items. Then you can put all the great Video Copilot products inside of it. What's this? Double click on the designer sound effects. Copy them all in here. Let me explain what these different elements are. First, you have the designer sound effects. These are your primary sounds that you're going to want to use in most of your productions. These are the 48 kilohertz 16-bit audio files, WAV files. You have the MP3s. I'm not sure why you'd want to use these. You don't generally use MP3s in production, but they're there. You can think of something. Now, we also have disc 2 for those of you who opted for a DVD. Now, again, these files are uncompressed 96 kilohertz 24-bit audio files. So audibly, you can't really notice a difference, but it does have a little extra data to be able to process with high-end audio applications, but not 100% necessary, but there they are. Now, designer sound effects, 5 categories: abstract, ambience, drums, impacts, and swishes. Let's take a look. Oh, look at this, iTunes. If you don't have iTunes, go download it. We were going to create this gallery, this web page gallery, so you can look at all the sounds, but frankly, it's a bit limited, and iTunes just can't be beat. Go over to apple.com, iTunes, and you can probably find it somewhere on this page. Once you do, download it, install it, looks something like this. Now, I have all my designer sound effects categorized like so. Abstract beats, abstract sounds. We only have one abstract folder. Well, that's because there's 2 subfolders. And that's just to organize it for you guys. But what you want to do is create a new playlist. Call it, say, abstract sounds. Then go to your abstract sounds and copy all of the files. Control A. Copy them into the playlist. So now all the abstract sounds are in this playlist. Then go to iTunes, make a new playlist. We'll call this abstract beats. For those long nights when you need to hear some beats. Drag those over. Here they all are. Look at these names. Adrenaline, heist, laundering. Probably money laundering. I don't know. Those are some good names. Anyway, once you put all of the designer sound effects into playlists, then create a new folder, designer sound effects, whatever you want to call it, then take each of the playlists and put it inside of that folder. Then you can get to all of them pretty easily, like I did here. So I'll go and delete this for now because I have already created it. But that's what you want to do. Now let me show you what's so great about this. First of all, you have easy access to all of your sound. So find something you like. You like that sound? Right-click on it. Show in Windows Explorer. There it is right there. Then you can just drag this right into your application, and you don't have to go searching through folders. Pulls it right up no matter where it is, assuming you have it linked properly. Other great thing, if I click on the folder, it shows all 500 sounds. Now, some of you may have counted the sounds and noticed there's actually 504. Oh well. 504 just doesn't do anything for us market-wise. We say 504 sounds. Doesn't quite. So, up in the top, what you have is this instant search function. If I type, say I'm looking for something metal, watch this, metal, bam. All these pop up instantly, and they're all in these different folders. You can play them. A metal flyby, that's in the whoa, That's part of the swish category. We have a metal swish. Okay, I get that. Metal door. That's part of the impacts. Metal drum. Anyway, point is you can go through, listen to all of these sounds and, find things that you're looking for. Now, say you're looking for a file. You remember the name, but you don't remember where it is. It was something like heist. Oh, there it is. Nice. That's what I was looking for. Definitely want to hear that. Now, let me explain all of the categories. Now, they're pretty self-explanatory, but I want to show you, just some different thoughts. Abstract beats. These aren't music tracks. These are simply loopable beats. Nice. Now, these kind of sounds are great for maintaining a pace. So you have some sound effects and you have some graphics, and these are good to hold a pace. Till the next graphic shows, you can do a transition, bam, then you're in the stakeout. So great, background, think of them as tones that just hold, the intensity of, say, a shot. Now, we have abstract sounds. These are more of just, hard to categorize, just cool sounds. We have some nice wet sounds. We have some radio. Perfect. And where's that one? I like this one. Perfect. And I recommend you go through them. There's a lot of fun sounds in there, a lot of great sounds. So abstract sounds, basically use them for fillers. You got some heartbeats. Whoa. I don't feel good. Did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Okay, perfect. We have the ambient sounds. These are probably some of my favorite. Basically, they're cool tones, textures. Somebody, let me see here. I think we're gonna make it. I can see, it looks like everything's fine. But wait, what's that on the ground? Okay, that didn't quite work out. Anyway, the point is these are tones for your movie scores, nice background elements. They kind of come in eerie. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I can feel that. Johnny, where's Brian? He was right here with us. Where did he go? I don't know, but we better get out of here. You're right. Let's go. Pretty good. So point is, there's a lot of good stuff here. There's some interesting sounds, good for motion graphics. See this? That's a good sound. You can layer these in with other effects and, create some intense background ambience. So that's that for you. Drum buildups. Oh, yeah. These are, basically drum elements. They're beds. They're simply just cool drum sounds that you can use for climaxes. You can use them for, television shows or editing. You have like something crazy happen, and you can use these to build up the tension of the edit. So a lot of good stuff here, motion graphics wise, really good stuff. I don't know how that got in here. Just kidding. Drum cymbals. So these elements are separated. What you can do with these is add them to the drums if you want to hit some cymbals. Bam, overlay this with it. Now you got 2 tracks of audio, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Got some reverse sounds. Those are good. We have some drum hits. You can use these to add to other drum hits to make them harder. There's just some various short hits. These are sort of, like someone is on the set and I think he's gonna kill him. Anyway. Impacts. What could this be? Well, cool. These are gonna be your just average 100 crazy hard-hitting sounds. Use them for whatever you want. I think you know what these are for, right? Oh, these are cool. Evil crack. These are kind of like those crazy sounds. So you're listening to the heartbeat, right? And then someone comes up right behind you and freaks the crap out of you. Perfect. Now, we have swishes. These are the cool sounds of things flying by. There's a lot of great sounds in here. Different stuff. One of my favorites is probably not in this category. No, it's not. But I'll show you that a little bit later. But you have a water. Perfect. I get that. Abduction. Interesting. Where's that one? There's a cool sound called freeze. If I go to the designer sound effects, type in freeze. Freeze, icy crackling. Listen to this. There's a good sound. Okay, now that we have all of our sounds organized, what we can do is start incorporating this into our audio-video application. In this case, After Effects. What I'm going to do is create sort of a swoosh with a hard impact, like a whoosh. Okay, that was pretty good, but I think we can do better. So I'm going to find a nice swoosh, which shouldn't be too hard to do, obviously, now that you got the awesome collection. We got this delay whoosh. We'll take it, drag it in, right out of iTunes. Look at me, dragging it, dropping it right into the project file. There it is. Alt-Tab, get back. Go into the impacts. Let's just find a nice hit. Ringing hit. That's the one I want. That's what I do, though. You just kind of go through all the sounds, find something you like, drag it in. Now, in After Effects, I recommend you make a little sound folder, sound effects. That we can kind of stay organized. Now, what we can do is, I have this already set up, but this is the promo, as you probably already know about, and we have this nice hard hit, happens around right here. Take my ringing hit and drag it down, and if you hit LL, lion, LL, just in case you can't understand me, and we're going to put that right there at the hit point. By the way, LL brings up the waveform so you can actually see what we're talking about. And we'll take our delayed whoosh, drag it in, LL again. Now we see it. LL for both of them. Line this up. Hit the plus sign to zoom in a bit. So now we kind of got this, whoosh, boom, right? Now, if you overlay too many effects, you're going to start running into clipping issues where the sounds are too loud. So you can also go into the layers audio levels and bring it down a little bit if you need to. And let's go and preview this. I'm just gonna hit B and set a work area, and we'll hit 0 to preview it. So our sound is a little early. Let's try that. Okay, so pretty good for 2 seconds worth of work, but possibly not the sounds I would be using for this shot. But the good thing is you can go back into iTunes, create any sound you like. Now, I do want to show you a couple of things here in the time controls, and that is the audio switch. You're going to want to make sure this is up so that you can hear audio. Also, if you hit period, you can hear sounds while you work. Now, you notice I clipped right here where this little red thing shows in the audio panel. So we may want to bring these down just a little bit. And then hit period by the numeric keypad to play it. Very nice. You can hit period and basically play from any point in time. 0 will actually play the sound with the video. So that's how that works. Very nice. And we also have this little audio switch. We can turn those on and off. And there are some effects actually. Audio, backwards, bass, treble. A bunch of actually pretty useful effects if you do mixing in After Effects. Now, side note, I don't think After Effects is the best application to do audio. In fact, it's probably not one of the best by far. I do recommend a program called Sony Vegas Video. It is an awesome program. In fact, it's the program I use to score the entire Designer Sound Effects promo video. It's got great control over the audio handles and stuff. I will probably go into that a little bit later, but I do want to show you the power of just After Effects. And with audio editing, all of these techniques translate to pretty much any program. You can do it in Premiere, Final Cut. You have your little audio handles to, fade the music out or fade it in or play it backwards. So the basic concepts will be here. The reason I want to show you in After Effects is simply so that if you don't have any of these other programs, you can at least do something with this great collection. And don't get me wrong, After Effects can effectively handle audio mixing, but you're just going to be able to do so much more with the dedicated program. And if I remember correctly, Vegas Video wasn't always Vegas Video. It was actually Vegas Audio. And it was really, really streamlined for audio professionals, and they just added the video element. So that's why it's such a great audio application. And there's some more really mainstream programs that are directed for just audio editing. A great wave editor is, Sony SoundForge. Who else can I plug here? Adobe's got a program called Sound Booth. It's a lot like SoundForge. Never used it myself, but I'm sure the fine folks at Adobe did quite a job. So hopefully they'll just send me a free copy. I'll take it and sell it on eBay. Now, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys really got a good look at Designer Sound Effects, and I hope you guys are not looking back on this excellent purchase. So stay with me. We have a few more tutorials that are going to get you right in the game. We're going to show you how to create a score, how to compose visuals to the score, how to render it out, how to do a bunch of cool things. So stay around, and you're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. Just kidding. Half of you guys won't even know what that means, but that's okay. All right, guys. See you next time. This is Andrew Kramer with Video Copilot.